Welcome everyone to the Increase Your Income with Free Offers Masterclass. This is all about how to grow an engaged audience and scale your sales with free offers. Hey, Kelly, thanks for watching. Hey, Caitlin, so excited you're here. Yes, let me know if you're watching live, if you're watching on replay. I would love to connect with you in the comments whenever you are watching. As this slide says, again, give me a hashtag live if you're watching live, give me a hashtag replay if you're watching on replay. The reason that I have this in here is because I truly want to thank you for your time. I truly appreciate anyone that takes an hour out of their busy day to come and hang out with me and learn what I have to say. And if you are one of my replay warriors who maybe are working right now, or you're on the other end of the globe and it is just not a convenient time for you, definitely let me know that you're watching on replay so that I can connect with you in the comments over there. Okay. All right, but let's get into it. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan Harrington, and I am the owner of Zestful Media and Design. I'm a brand and web strategist for female service providers. So what does that mean? That means I do anything from full brand kits, logos, colors, fonts, you name it, to marketing materials for my clients. I'll do graphic designs for them. So their social media content, their free resources like we're talking about today. And then I'm also a full WordPress and Kajabi web designer. So I'll do full websites, I'll do sales funnels, I'll do freebie funnels. I will also do course setup, kind of your creative techie bestie all in one. But the thing is, when I started doing this a few years ago, I realized that I did not want to just be someone that just handed over pretty things to my clients and was like, see you later. So I really dug deep in figuring out how I could provide designs that are going to attract your ideal audience, but also help you generate leads. So it makes it easier for you to grow your business. Hey, Nicole, thanks for watching. And so along the way, I decided to create Bosses Building Brands Facebook community so that I had a little corner of the world that I could share content just like this for you guys to be able to leverage the power of branding and marketing and lead generation and website strategies in your own businesses to see some massive successes. And when I'm not busy doing all of that, I am a Navy spouse. My husband, Brian, is in the U.S. Navy. We have a toddler boy named Beckett, who is 2.5, and we have 2 dogs, Almond and Amelia, who are sleeping right behind me right now. So let's hope that they stay chill for the rest of this time. And then we are currently located in Monterey, California. And I say currently, and that is because literally in 2 weeks' time, we are going to start moving across the country for my husband's next duty station, which is going to be in Groton, Connecticut. So for right now, we're in Monterey, but then we're going to do about a month north of LA, and then we're going to head all the way across the country to Connecticut, and we'll be there for the next few years. So not much is going to change. I'll take a little bit of time off doing live trainings, but other than that, my business will run just as usual. All right, winner. So I have sprinkled in these slides throughout our entire presentation, and I'm just going to pull up my phone right now and see who the last person that commented was, which it looks like it was Nicole McKenzie. So congratulations, Nicole. You have won our first gift card for this live. And what I do is I provide gift cards to anyone who's engaging, and that whoever is the last person to comment when one of these slides pops up gets to win a gift card. So what's going to happen is we're writing down your name, and I'm going to reach out to you after this live. And I'm going to ask you if you want an Amazon or Starbucks gift card, get some contact information from you. You're welcome, Nicole. So be on the lookout from a DM in the next hour or so once I get off of this live to get your information to win your gift card. Now, that being said, give me about 24 hours to actually get your gift card. I want to try to do them all at one time. And if you think you are the last person to comment, just know that what I see on my end of comments, there is a delay. So your comment may be the last one that you see, or it may not. It's all depending on what I see in my feed. And I truly don't skip anyone unless they have already won. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what we're talking about today. So the first thing is I'm going to talk about how shifting my priorities to lead generation scaled my business. And then we're going to talk about why free offers are the best way to grow an engaged audience for your business. Then I'm going to talk about the 5 steps to building like a lead generating machine. So you're going to have leads coming in left and right. And then we're going to talk about how common, like the most common free offer mistakes that I see, like why they're flopping. So if you already have a free offer that you've been trying to leverage and it's not working, I'm going to go through some of the issues that you may be facing. And then we're also going to talk about how free offers means more sales. And then at the end, there will be an open Q&A, like I always do whenever I am live. I'm so glad you made it, Latoya. If you have any questions, again, feel free to drop them in the chat and I will most likely answer them at the very end. If I see something scrolling on the screen while I'm in the moment, I might answer it right then and there. But for the most part, I'll probably answer all the questions during the question and answer session at the end of today's training. Okay. But while we get into it, just like the hashtag live and hashtag replay slides, there are some other questions for you guys to engage with so I can learn about a little bit about where you are in your business. So anytime you see one of these slides pops up, let me know your answer in the comments. So for this one, let me know in the comments how you are currently generating leads in your business. Are you just relying on posting on social media? Are you running paid ads? Are you sending cold DMs or maybe cold friend requests? Or are you just not really generating leads? Let me know in the comments. This is a safe space. So I just kind of want to know where everyone is at. And I'll give you guys a few seconds to go ahead and throw them in there. But this helps me know where you are. So Caitlin says she's posting. Okay. Anyone else want to share with us about how you're currently generating leads for your business? Kamira says she's posting. Okay, it seems pretty common. Social media posts and paid ads. Great, Stephanie. Social media, Instagram ads at the moment. Okay, great. So it looks like a good mix. Social media, great. It's free. It's easy. I totally understand. No posting ads, just Facebook and Instagram. Vendor events follow-up. Nice. Okay, not generating leads. No problem. That is what today's training is all about. So let's get into it. All right, but I'm going to give a little disclaimer that today I am going to kind of tell you a little bit about my story, where I started, how I got here to where I am. There's going to be some lows, there's going to be some highs. I'm going to talk about my successes. But if you're like, wow, I'm nowhere near that, or other people in the comments based on some of the questions I asked, you feel like you're nowhere near it, I want everyone to just commit that this is a safe space that you are going to share and you are going to get the most out of today's training as possible. And that means engaging and hanging out with us. But do never feel bad about where you are, because literally a year ago, little more than a year ago, I was probably in the same space that I was not generating leads. I was relying on social media posts and business wasn't flowing the way I wanted to. Okay. So just know that everyone starts at the bottom. You have to work your way up. Okay. And that's what taking the time to invest in these types of trainings, which invest is just an hour of your time because it's free, is really, really important. Okay. So let's get into it. I'm going to give you a brief rundown about my story. I'm not going to go too in depth, like month by month of what happened in my business, but to give you a little insight, back in like 2017, I was a real estate agent. I left that job to be with my now husband, Brian, who again is in the military. And at the time, I didn't want to be moving my real estate license everywhere he moved. So I chose to step away from real estate. And I actually just started freelancing, doing like marketing assistant stuff for mainly realtors. I was doing social media management, graphic design, branding, you name it, some web design stuff. And I had clients kind of trickle in, but I was barely making any money. I was not charging enough. I didn't have a way to proactively get leads on my own. It was kind of the bare minimum. Okay. And then the pandemic hit and I was 3 months pregnant in March of 2020. So it was a rough time. I decided to just take some time off because we also found around the 5-month mark of me being pregnant that we were going to be moving here to California from Virginia. So it was a little rough. So we took some time off during the pandemic, but I really wanted to get back into working. And so in January of 2021, I reopened Zestful Media and Design, and I strictly just focused on branding and web design. I was no longer doing social media management because it wasn't thrilling me. So I was pretty much starting my business all over from scratch. And in 2021, I still barely made any money that year, less than $20,000. And I'll be perfectly honest about that. Okay. In a sense, I truly just had no real plan or sense of direction of like, how was I going to grow this business? I was kind of relying on referrals. I was kind of relying on people just like falling in my lap. I was giving away my services for like so stinking cheap. So because I didn't know when the next sale was going to come. It wasn't a sustainable business model, to be exact. So let me know in the comments if you have ever felt this way, if you've like felt like, I don't know where the next sale is going to come from, or I don't know how to grow my audience, or I don't know how I'm going to start lead generating so that this thing can take off. Let me know if it's like in the past you felt that way, or you're feeling that way right now, or maybe not yet. And you've been fortunate enough that you haven't had that issue. Like, let me know where you are in this process. Do you feel like you have a concrete plan to grow your business? Kamira says, yes. Great. Kelly's feeling it right now. Totally understand. Caitlin says right now. I get it. I was truly there a year ago. I promise you that. Okay. Yes, in the past. Guys, thank you so much for sharing. I really, really appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I try to always be transparent because, that's what the world needs. So let me talk to you about what happened last year in 2022. I actually ended up 5Xing my income from 2021, which again was less than $20,000. I hit my first 10K months. I was booked out typically 60 days in advance for my done for you services. I was no longer stressed about the next sale. I went from freelancing to self-employed, working full-time on my business and making an income from it. And you're probably thinking, okay, like those are all amazing things. So like what changed? Like how did I do that in 1 year's time? Well, here is the story about the one and only time I slid into my dream client's DMs. I was scrolling Instagram one day and someone from my high school, her name is Elizabeth. You can see her here. She is a blogger, a micro influencer. She now owns a boutique. And she, on her Instagram story, she had posted that she was frustrated with the back end of her website. And I saw it at about like the 22 to 23 hour mark. You know how stories disappear. And she was sharing her struggles about her website. And I could tell it was the back end of the website builder that I use on WordPress. So I knew that I was familiar with the software. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to reach out to her. So I chose to shoot my shot and see like what could happen. Well, a month later, she asked to schedule a free consult with me because she'd already figured out that first problem that I messaged her about generally, but she had other things she wanted to talk to me about her website. And ultimately, she ended up booking a full blog redesign. So she had a business that had a full brand. Her personal blog was not branded and she wanted them to match. So she hired me to come in and rebrand her blog, make it all look cohesive with her business. And so that's what we did. And I ended up giving her a discount on her services in exchange for a shout out on her social media because she had about 25,000 followers. I was like, sure, why not? Like, let's go for it. And I thought she was just going to give me like one shout out. She wrote me a really nice review, but ultimately she actually gave me several shout outs during the entire process of working together, which was phenomenal and super unexpected. But she was really happy with how the process was going. But you know what? Timing is everything because I finished that project in November of 2021. So the very end of 2021, and it was right before my Black Friday sales. So she actually had still seen my promotions and that I was running that year. And she shared that discount with all of her followers. It was totally not in our agreement. She did it out of the kindness of her heart because I had satisfied her with my services, which was phenomenal. And I booked 3 major projects from that. One shout out. I had about 5 consults, I believe, that came, people asking about my services because of my Black Friday deal. And I booked 3 projects from that. So the first project I booked was a full brand redesign for a business consulting firm. I also did some graphic design work for them. And I also built them a full website. The next one was Squad Cards, which is a product. I've never made a product website before. And so I redesigned their full website for them. It's an adult sassy game, just so everyone knows, but it's a fun game. So go get it if you want it. And then I also booked for an interior designer, a full rebrand, and then a full website as well. So some pretty big projects. And it pretty much booked out my full first quarter of 2022, which was amazing. And from Elizabeth's project, I had a bunch of light bulb moments. And I knew that, and I also knew that well was going to run dry. Like she wasn't going to be sharing all of my stuff for all of the near future, and I don't think she actually shared anything in 2022. She did that. And at the end of 2021, I booked those first clients and then I hadn't gotten anything else from her. And she didn't owe me anything, But I had some major takeaways from that project. One, the importance of having a larger audience. I mean, she promoted me a couple times to her audience of 25,000 and I booked 3 major clients from it. How valuable it can be to put yourself out there more. How taking real care of your clients can pay off exponentially. and then being proactive versus reactive and doing nothing at all in your business. Okay. All of these things were like just big light bulb moments for me that if I figure out a process to really cater to my clients, I really grow an audience that's interested in what I have to say, and then I'm proactive about my marketing strategy, it could really pay off. All right, winner. Let's see who the last person who commented was. It looks like it was Latoya Davis. So congratulations. I will be DMing you after this call or this live, and I will get all your information to get you a gift card tomorrow. Okay, so congratulations, Latoya. Let's keep moving. So because of all of this, and again, remember, this was the end of 2021 that I'm thinking all of these things, I decided to set a goal for 2022 to grow my audience as large as possible. That was my main marketing focus for 2022, okay? But I want to be perfectly clear about something, and this might be a little bit of a controversial opinion, and I spelled opinion wrong, but that's okay. Let's get into it. There is a big difference between sitting back and waiting for your profiles to grow based on people just liking your comment or content and just randomly scrolling their feeds and seeing it, and actually being proactive to try to get people to opt in to following you every single day. Those are very different types of content. Those are very different strategies. If you want to be proactive about lead generation, there are certain things you have to be doing, okay? Posting on your socials only shows that you're open for business. It's like your virtual I'm open for business sign. If you didn't have a storefront, that's what it is. You're posting on your social medias every day. That is what consistent posting on social media does. Okay. You may get some leads from it here and there, but it's probably not going to be super, super fast. It takes a certain kind of content and actions for it to be considered lead generation and actually be fruitful and like grow your audience strategically and all of the right things. So keep that in mind. Okay. So with that being said, where would you love to grow an engaged audience? Drop the name of the platform in the comments. Do you want to grow an Instagram? Do you want to grow an email marketing platform? Do you want to grow your Facebook group? Let me know where you would like to grow an audience, if you could. IG says Jill. Instagram says Caitlin. Great. And email, love it. Email marketing, great. Yes, I love it. Thank you guys so much for participating in these little questions. Instagram, awesome. Facebook group, okay, great. Well, I chose an email list and my Facebook group. I decided if I'm going to try to grow one place, I might as well focus on two. And that's what I did. Did I post on Instagram in 2022? Yes, absolutely. But it wasn't my focus of actually growing the platform. And then also my Facebook business page. But I physically tried to grow my email list and my Facebook group. And you might be like, why? Why those areas? Well, the reason why I wanted to grow my email list is it is a direct marketing channel. So just like a DM, you literally slide directly into somebody's personal messages. It's the same thing in email. It's one-to-one. It's not like just posting on a feed and hoping somebody sees it. So I really wanted something direct, but I didn't want to be in the DMs. It's cost effective to use an email marketing platform. It's typically like maybe $10 a month. Some of them want to have a lot more features. You can pay more than that, but like there are ones that are free to $10 a month. So it's super, super cheap. Also increased engagement. If you get people to replying in your emails and clicking on your links, they're going to be continuously opening your emails over time. They will probably follow you on other channels. So it can really be a really good solid platform as a starting point and then moving people to other places. It's also easy to measure and track leads. If you are a numbers person and likes the data and likes to know and likes to get in behind the scenes of like, who's actually liking my content, who is opening my emails, who's clicking my emails, you can do all of that with email marketing. And so I can see like how many people opted in for this training, how many people clicked the live now email link that I sent out. I can see all of that. And I like to know who is truly interested. Yes, Jill says she is a numbers person. It is great. And then there's an amazing ROI. Like I said, it's so cheap to run an email marketing platform, but you can do passive sales. You can be constantly making offers in front of people that could lead to higher sales. For my passive sales alone, I made $10,000 last year from my email list. And I paid $400 for my email marketing platform. So that return on investment is like a no-brainer. Okay. But let's talk about a Facebook group, why I chose to grow a Facebook group. And that's because I wanted to create a targeted space of my ideal audience. I didn't want to just rely on my feeds. I also knew that Facebook is prioritizing communities. So having my own community, that content is being shown more than if I were to have a business page or I were to have a personal profile, posting on my personal profile. So I wanted a targeted space of my ideal audience. And I also wanted to leverage the one place that Facebook is showing you the most organically. I'm also comfortable in this setting. It might not seem like it, but I'm not super introverted in like large spaces. I don't really like to be on my stories all the time, but I have forced myself to become good at Facebook Lives or just live trainings in general. And this is kind of like the bubble that I'm comfortable in, and it's working for me. And I think if you take anything away from this training, think about how you want your business to actually look and what you're comfortable with, and then build it strategically so that it's going to succeed for you. Facebook is a massive platform. If you're thinking that your ideal audience is not on Facebook, well, I'm here to tell you that they are, the billions of people that are on Facebook. And then Facebook makes it so easy to invite people from your business page, from your personal profile to the group versus I haven't found a strategic way to like invite people to to follow my Instagram other than like randomly sharing links with people or like sending emails to people. To do it for a Facebook group, you're just sending a notification to somebody. It's super simple. So I love that feature. And then in a group, the admin isn't the only person who can create content. I have it so that you guys can promote your business in this group. I have it so you can ask questions. So it's not just on me to be making sure that I'm posting multiple times a day, all day long, because other people in the community can actually share as well. And that all boosts the group's rate in the algorithm. Okay. So those are some of the reasons why I chose email and Facebook group. And you know what? It really worked. I typically see about 250 new people in my Facebook group and in my email list every single month. This number is slightly outdated. I pulled this number over the weekend. And so from the beginning of January till now, I've had over 500 members join my email list. And then in October of 2022, it was my highest month ever. And I had 415 people join my email list that month. And in my Facebook group, I have had over 534 people join my Facebook group since the beginning of the year. In October of 22 last year was also my best month for my Facebook group. And I had nearly 650 people join my Facebook group that month. And so you can see the last 12 months of how much things have grown for me based on the strategies that I'm going to teach you today in this training using free offers. But in March of last year, I had just under 1,000 people on my email list. It was probably about 800 to 900 people. And I also was just over 1,000 members in my Facebook group. March of this year, I'm nearly at the 5,000 member mark in my Facebook group, and I have surpassed 3,500 people on my email list in just a 12-month time, seeing a lot of people joining in. Okay, and this is all based off marketing free offers, which is what this training is all about. But as my audience grew, my income skyrocketed. As you can see, 2021 is this pink line, 2022 is this blue line, and they're not even in the same playing fields. So the highest month that I had in 2021 is lower than my lowest month in 2022. So this strategy really works to not only grow your audience, but also grow your income. And that's how I 5x my income in 1 year off this strategy. This is truly the only like marketing shift that I did, and it has paid off exponentially for me. All right, winner. So it looks like Sindhu Gemarian. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that last name. You said very motivating. You are the last person to comment, so you are going to win a gift card, and I'm going to DM you after this live to get all of your information, okay? All right, so how the heck did I grow that much? Well, it's a fabulous question and what this whole training is all about. And that is through free offers, through free resources, free trainings, however you want to call them. I gave away stuff for free. And there are a lot of names out there, but they all really mean the same thing: freebies, lead magnets, free resources, free trainings, free offers. They all essentially mean that I'm giving away knowledge or an offer that my audience wants or needs in exchange for their email, okay, or for them to join my Facebook group, okay? And you use them in a way to see who is really interested in what you have to offer, okay? So it's not just like passively, it's like I'm trying to target my ideal audience with these free resources. And I utilize freebies to not only share my knowledge. So I have stuff like my brand building blueprint, which is a PDF where I talk about like how to build a brand. But I also use freebies to save my audience time, like providing them Instagram templates that they can use in Canva to make beautiful content that's going to stop the scroll and engage their audience. And I also held free classes just like this to build know, like, and trust. And I talk about all different things: Canva, branding, lead generation, you name it. And the reason I do it is because there are so many benefits from giving away free content or free resources. And it's the start of a long game strategy. So some of the benefits are you now have a reason to follow up. So when I deliver a free resource, I now can be like, hey, what did you think of it? Have you seen the transformation? Like, have you been able to use it? That kind of stuff. You can continue the conversation via email or move them to other platforms. So once they're on your email list, you can continue to have that conversation and follow up again and again, or you can direct them to your Instagram, direct them to your Facebook group, wherever you want. It is a way to continue building know, like, and trust. So once they've said like, yes, you can send me this free resource, and they opt into your email list, like you can continue to have touch points with them, teach them things, help them out in different ways to build that know, like, and trust. And then when you do that, you are seen as a heart-centered industry expert. You're not always about the sale. You're not always pushing the next sale. In fact, I try not to push the next sale when I don't have to. So giving away a little bit of knowledge for free shows that you're heart-centered and you really are just trying to help out your clients and your audience in the best way possible. And then you're also pushing people down the path to working with you in some capacity. Now, not everyone who opts into a free resource are going to become a paid client. That's just not how it works. But even if they don't become a paid client, they could also become a raving fan that's going to promote you and share your business and what you offer to other people. Okay? But the biggest thing is you now have an engaged audience to sell to. Like you have a pool of people who have already raised their hands and said, Megan, I'm interested in branding. I'm interested in Canva. I'm interested in whatever it is. And now you know who's interested so that you don't have to be like randomly DMing people saying like, do you want to learn about health and wellness? Do you want to learn about branding? Nope. They have opted in and told you that they want to work with you or they are interested in what you have to offer. So you don't have to go through the awkwardness of DMs and any of that because they're opting in and they're flat out just telling you, yes, I'm interested in what you have to say and what you have to offer, which is amazing. All right. So again, when you put all of this together, you can see some amazing, amazing growth. And then not only in your audience, but also in your income. Okay. All right, winner. Let's see who the last person was. Jill Marie Johnson. It looks like you are the last person to comment. So congratulations, you have won a gift card and I will be DMing you after this live. All right, so now is the time, if you have not been taking notes, to get out pen and paper because this is my 5-step process for generating hundreds of leads with free offers, okay? And this is the foundation of how I 5x my income in 1 year's time. So step 1 is you have to craft an irresistible free offer that provides a transformation for your client. This is not just giving out random things that isn't really going to be helpful, isn't going to get them kind of the results and desired outcomes that they want. You have to be willing to give away a good amount of information so that they can see a transformation. Because if they see a transformation for free, they'll start thinking about, if I paid this person, I could see a bigger transformation, or they could quicken my results. Like their wheels will start turning about how they could work with you in a deeper capacity. Which is why I have things like my brand building blueprint and my Instagram templates to help my audience, let them know who I am, let them know that I'm here to help them again and again and again. And then I also offer these free trainings, like I said, to really build know, like, and trust, and to really just be a resource for my audience and be seen as an industry expert. In step 2 is you're going to now market that free offer everywhere. And I mean literally everywhere, anywhere that you could potentially drop a link to it or share it or talk about it on your website. Like, you are going to put it everywhere. You want to get as many eyes on it as possible. Okay. Some of the things that I like to do are marketing it in Facebook groups, because I love Facebook groups. So you'll see that I've written posts like this that have gotten hundreds of comments to people opt in to free trainings and my free templates, a variety of different things to kind of people say like, hey, like, I'm truly interested in that. So I market it everywhere. And then when they're in my Facebook group, I also offer it to them so that I can get them both in my Facebook group and on my email list, kind of a 2-for-1 duo if you'd like. Or they will get my free resource not in my Facebook group, but then inside the free resource, they're directed to join the Facebook group. So I'm kind of like weaving a web. Okay. So literally everywhere. Step 3 is I direct them to an optimized landing page to opt in. So once they've marketed and they say like, yeah, I'm interested, I drop them a link or share a link for them to go opt in to receive the actual resource or training or link to the training, whatever it may be. So in this example, I'm talking about a masterclass. So here's a little opt-in page, a little form with a button, they fill it out, and then they're automatically sent the information for the free training. Okay. So the next steps 4 and 5, just keep in mind that even though it says 4 and 5, they're happening simultaneously. Okay. So someone sees this, they fill out the form, they push that button, and 2 things happen at the exact same time. The first thing that happens is you utilize the thank you page to move them to the next step. Okay. And this is something that I see a lot of people do not do, is they just say, hey, thanks for enrolling, check your email. And they don't actually use that FaceTime with someone who's already said, I'm interested in what you have to say, to move them to the next step. So use this kind of like being right in front of their face opportunity to have them move to your Facebook group, book a free consult, whatever it is, but use this page. Okay. So for this masterclass example that I'm giving, I'm telling them to add the event to their calendar so that people will actually show up to the event. Okay. Now, step 5, again, is happening at the exact same time. That step 4 is happening. So they see that page on the back end, an email is being sent to them with the resource, whether it's a link to the training or a link to the actual resource document, whatever it is, you send it to them right away. And then you also initiate a welcome series, which is like about 3 emails or so that kind of tells them who you are, what you're all about, all that kind of stuff. And the reason you do this is because, one, it just makes your life easier if a platform is doing it on the back end for you. And then people want instant gratification. They want to know as soon as they hand over their email, it's being sent to them right away. But then they're now on your email list, which means you can continue to follow up. So then you continue to follow up, which is just like, hey, I'm in your email all the time. You probably get annoyed with me. And if you do, you can unsubscribe at any time, which is perfectly okay. You're then not my person. And that is perfectly fine with me. You know, you got to do what you got to do in your own business. But now that you're on my email list, I'm going to keep giving you marketing and branding tips. I'm going to keep sharing other free content, inviting you to my masterclasses. And every once in a while, I'm going to sprinkle in some offers of how we can work together. Okay. That direct marketing channel is so, so powerful. All right. So if you're like, all right, I already have a free offer, but it isn't converting. Like, I maybe get a couple people a month, you know, like you're not really sure. Not a whole lot of people are coming in, not upwards of hundreds of people every single month. Here are some things that could be going wrong. And when I say a free resource isn't converting, it could be one of 2 things. It could be not converting in the fact that like it's not turning into any paying clients, or it's not converting into the fact that no one's opting into it. Those are different problems. So keep that in mind as I go through this next list. So the first thing is like, there could be an issue with the offer itself. Maybe it's not what your audience wants or needs. Like maybe you thought it's what they wanted, but it's not truly what they want or need. maybe it doesn't align with what you really want to sell next. So if you're like, I'm going to send out these free offers and hope that people eventually want to pay to work with me, whatever that may be, and no one's paying to work with you, most likely the offer you're giving out is not the perfect stepping stone for them to take that next step with you. So for example, when I give out my Canva templates, I know the people who want Canva templates are DIYers. They're not wanting to pay me to do their marketing. It's much more expensive. Maybe it's not in their budget. Maybe they like to be creative and they like to do those things. So I'm not going to offer them the very next thing they see from me, a free consult for me to do their DIY work. I'm going to give them done for you work. I'm going to give them an offer to learn how to use Canva even better because they're Canva templates. Okay. So you have to make sure that is aligned. You also potentially gave too much information away or not enough information away. This one's kind of tricky. You have to find the perfect balance line of, you don't want to give too much away in your free offer where they feel like, I've had everything that I need. I don't need anything else from you. I'm going to go try all this by myself. But you also don't want to give too little away so that they don't see the transformation and they're not like, okay, what else can I get from her? I need more. I need more help, more support. There's a fine line you have to figure out. You also might not have marketed properly. Maybe you just put it on your website and you're not directing anyone there. Like, you have to get it in front of people. Okay. And you have to get it in front of the right people for them to want to opt into it. Maybe you didn't maximize the content that's actually inside the resource or the training to build know, like, and trust and move your audience to that next step. So a big thing is when I do a free resource, I'm making sure that there's different things inside that free resource that's going to make sure that they know who I am, how they can work with me, the next step they're supposed to take. Like, I lay it all out for them in a very strategic way so that they know what to do next. Because if they don't know what to do next, they're not going to do it. Maybe you just gave over a generic document versus something that's branded and memorable. I understand for a free resource, people want to get them out as quick as easy as possible because, again, it's free. You may not make any money off of it, but just giving out a generic Word document or something that's not branded, you are literally you're losing money on the table because it's not memorable. People may not even use it. And it's not building that know, like, and trust that you really, really want. Okay. And then you didn't optimize your opt-in pages, or you just gave out the content in the DMs. So on the opt-in pages, those landing pages I showed earlier, maybe you didn't build it properly to that align that made it easy for people to opt in, or instead of making sure people actually opt in, you're just giving it in the DMs. And then you're like, eventually that conversation is just going to die, If you're on their marketing, in their email marketing platform, you can continue to talk to them again and again and again. Okay. All right, winner. So Caitlin, I don't think you've won yet. So Caitlin, you have won the next gift card. Congratulations. I will send you a DM after this to get all of the contact information for your gift card. So congratulations. All right, so let's have a little bit of a real talk moment. You may be thinking, I ain't doing it for free. I'm not giving away my free content, maybe my products, whatever it is. And you're like, I'm not doing it for free. Well, what if you spent a few hours creating something, gave it away for free, but it yielded $1,000 in sales? Is it worth it for you? Give me a hashtag hack yes if it is. Give me a hashtag nope if it isn't. And if you're like a hashtag nope, $1,000 is not worth it for me, give me a number that would be worth it for you. Okay, let me know at what amount of time would it be worth it for you. Caitlin says heck yes. Georgia says heck yes. Denise says heck yes. Amazing. Yeah. For me, $1,000 is totally worth it. Like, absolutely. All right. Well, let's look at how a free offer paid off huge for me. Okay. So this is the time for our final case study today. So prior to May of 2022, my only free offers were my Canva templates, and I hosted one 3-day challenge back in April of 2022. Okay. And when I say free offers, means like those were the only ways that someone could register to be on my email list, was through the Canva templates or for that one training. Okay. At the time, I had about 1,200 people on my email list. Again, this was back in May of 2022, and 90% of those people came through my templates. Okay, so about 1,000 of them were strictly in my email list from my templates. Okay, and I decided, I have so many people that are interested in Canva and are in my email list because of Canva. I want to get more eyes on my Creating Canva bundle. Okay. So they opted in for that free resource, but I was going to have another touch point with them and do a free masterclass, a free Canva masterclass. Maybe some of you have seen it. And I marketed it on my socials, in other Facebook groups, and on my email list. Okay. So posts like these, like having a free Canva masterclass, like who wants to come? Let me know. I'll send you the link to register, that kind of thing. Okay. During my little marketing session for this Canva masterclass, or like the window of getting people to opt in, I had 260 people opt into that masterclass. Okay. Some of them came from my email list already. Some of them were completely cold leads, but I nurtured those opt-ins, AKA new leads, via more posts and emails reminding them to come. Just like you guys probably saw for this training, like, here's when it starts, make sure you're there, that kind of stuff. And again, they opted in. I sent them all the details to remember when they needed to show up via email. And on the live that day, I had 40 people watch it. I had about, and comment on the live, and I had 10 more people watch the replay over like the next 24 hours or so. I also offered a $59 Canva bundle on that live with an exclusive workshop during that class that they could purchase for, again, $59. And I had 19 people purchase the bundle. So in 1 hour, I made $1,100 in sales. Win, like totally excited about that. And nearly all of those sales were from cold leads, completely cold leads. I had never worked with them before. They'd never purchased anything from me before. Most of them, some of them were on my email list prior, some of them weren't. And of those 19, 14 people attended the paid workshop. So they came to that paid workshop that was included in the bundle. One person asked about my branding services. She ended up booking a free consult the next week, and she went on to purchase a $2,500 branding package from me. So, and she was a completely cold lead. She was not on my email list before that. So in under 30 days, that cold lead turned into a $2,500 paying customer. Okay. Completely cold, from offering free templates, from offering free trainings. But let's break it down a little bit farther. So 19 Canva bundle sales. Of those, one of the clients went on to purchase a $2,500 branding package. Client 2 went on to purchase a $250 graphic package. Client 3 went on to purchase a $1,400 rebrand and graphic package. Client 4 went on to purchase a $2,300 branding package. And client 1 actually referred client number 5, who went on to purchase a $2,700 branding package. And all of their entry points were from my Canva templates and from the free training. Okay. They bought the course, and then I've been able to track where they are in my system to see what they purchased since then. And that's kind of where they fell out, which means that Canva free masterclass actually yielded $10,000 in sales. Okay. And that was all in the first 90 days from that free training back in May of 2022. It yielded over, like I said, over $10,000 in sales. But again, that's not all, because that was just in the first 90-day window. Right now, client number 1, who I talked about previously, had that $2,500 bundle. She actually has gone on to purchase another $750 in courses. Client number 5, who originally had a $2,700 package, she's also gone on to do another round of services and more courses for $2,100. Client number 6 is a new one who was not in that first 90-day period, but she has since gone on and purchased a $4,700 website. So now my total is actually nearly $18,000 in sales from my Canva templates with that Canva masterclass, all of those free touch points. Okay. So amazing how much like one free offer can yield that. But remember, this $18,000 again was not just because of that masterclass. I wouldn't have been able to market the masterclass if I didn't offer all of those free templates to all of those people who had opted into my email list and then were notified about the masterclass. Okay. I would not have been able to spread the word and get them to show up if I didn't have that email list that I built off of the free resources. So that $1,700 is really because I had those free templates to start off the conversations with them. Now, my templates have yielded way more than that. That is just one streamline from that masterclass. I have had other masterclasses. I've had other email contacts that have just gone straight into done for you services. So I can't tell you at this point how much the Instagram templates have truly yielded, but just from that one stream of income, it's about $18,000. Okay. So I would not have 5X'd my income if it weren't for growing my list with free resources and nurturing them afterwards with continuous emails, that kind of stuff. And a free resource is the strategic first step to building relationships with your ideal leads and increasing your income. It just is. It's that entry point. Some people like to do a cold DM. Some people like to do a cold friend request. My entry point is a free resource. All right, winner. Let's see who won. Kelly Hickey, congratulations. You have won the gift card. So I'll be in your DMs a little bit later, getting your contact information for your gift card. Okay, so congratulations. Now, if you are thinking you want to be proactive in your business, or you want to stop paying for ads, relying on cold DMs to grow your audience, or you want to start effortlessly attracting leads so you can communicate with them again and again, but aren't sure what content you should create, or you want to maximize your irresistible free offer, but don't know everything you need to know to make it effective and efficient, or you want to legitimize your business by marketing and your marketing efforts so you can stop leaving money on the table, but need a step-by-step game plan to do just that. And then finally, you want to build know, like, and trust with your audience so you can prime them to buy and increase your sales. If you want any of these things, you're thinking any of these things, then I want to introduce you to the Freebie Fundamentals course that I'm now officially launching for the first time. It's where you can craft your irresistible free offer that will grow your audience and increase your sales on repeat. I'm so excited to be giving out this course. I've done it in a few other bundles, but I've never sold it by itself. So you can get just this content if you're interested in it. If you want to snag it, the link is in the comments to do just that. But let's talk about this course because I'm so excited for this offer. And if you choose to join Freebie Fundamentals, let us know in the comments so that I can cheer you on. First, you're going to learn how to craft your irresistible offer that's designed to convert. So we're going to talk about, like, what do you actually need to create that's going to help you build your business to grow, but also what your audience wants. We're going to bridge that gap. We're going to talk about the content you must have in your free offer to optimize it. Remember how I told you that there are parts and how I lay out my free offers? I'm giving you that full strategy inside of Freebie Fundamentals, okay? You're also going to get a Canva template because I believe that this course should have all of the tools and resources you need to be able to, like, power through and get it done super, super simply. So I give you a full professionally designed with all the parts you need Canva template for you to use, okay? I also give you a breakdown of the tech you need to run it on autopilot, and then where to market your freebie for maximum potential. And then finally, throughout the entire course and all of the resources, you're getting tips along the way to kind of optimize the full funnel, to keep moving your leads through that system, okay? But that's not all. On the live, if you guys sign up while I'm still live today, you're going to get a personalized free offer audit. So most of the course is pre-recorded. So you're like, well, how do I get extra support? This bonus is that extra support. So if you purchase while we're still live today, I will throw in a personalized free offer audit. So once you finish the course, you can send me the link and fill out a little questionnaire about your offer so that I can review it. And I will send you a recording back of what I think you could tweak or change, or maybe extra places you can market it to really maximize this free offer. It is being dropped in the comments. I'll get it to you very shortly. We'll keep dropping it on repeat. Okay, so be on the lookout for it. Also included is the exclusive Zoom. There will be a live training that you guys can attend where you can ask all of your questions. And oh, there we go. The link was just dropped again, so go ahead and snag it. It'll be a live training. I'll send you the details of the live training once you enroll, of when it is, where it is, all that kind of stuff. But it'll only for people who have purchased Freebie Fundamentals, and you can ask questions about your free offer. We can brainstorm your offer live, like whatever it is, that is your time to get your questions answered. Okay. There will also be an automations and marketing training inside the course for you as a little extra bonus for you to learn, again, how to set it up to run on autopilot so that you're not constantly just sending out free resources. All right, I will send it to you directly right now, Georgia. Reply to you, write a comment, actually tag you if I can. All right, I just replied to you, Georgia, so you can snag it, okay? Huh, interesting. I just dropped it again. Let me know if you guys can't see it. Okay. It's also linked in the description of this video as well. Okay. And then also included as one of the bonuses is the freebie brainstorm worksheet, which is a full breakdown of like my thought process of what you need to do to be able to get that offer that's not only going to convert, but also align with your product suite. So a lot of people are asking me like, well, how do I figure out the offer? This resource is truly that. It is a guided question by question so that you figure out the best offer for your business. Okay. All of these bonuses are valued at $797, but they are all included in the cost of the course. So you're not going to pay for that. The cost of the course, which you can see on the link if you click it, all includes these bonuses. The only one that's going to be gone after I'm off the live is the personalized freebie audit. So keep that in mind. That is going to not be eligible after the live. But as a part of the course, you're going to get access to a series of training videos and a course platform setup, as well as the Freebie Fundamentals resource guide, which is kind of like your walkthrough of all of the course content. There are links to everything you need. There's also links to other extra outside resources that I might call out in the training. There's places to take notes. It's kind of like a workbook and my strategy all in one to help you get through the course content. And inside it, we talk about it. Hey, Jen, thanks for joining. You get a funnels 101 training, as well as the parts of the freebie funnel that you need. We talk about what makes a good freebie and the different types that you can create for your business, how to brainstorm the perfect freebie for your biz and your audience. And it looks like, okay. Also learn the essential parts you need to have it maximize your how to maximize the free resource content. We'll talk about how to properly organize all of the content that you do. So I'll tell you the essential parts, and then I'll say, I want you to lay them out in this order. And then how to professionally design it and make sure that the resource is like set up to convert. Okay. And even if you don't use the template that I provide, I still talk to you about, okay, if you're going to go off script and maybe not do a PDF resource, here are still the things that I want you to do to make sure that you still are hitting all of the bullet points to convert. Okay. And then how to automate and market the offer for lead generation with ease. When you have an irresistible free offer, people are going to be constantly wanting it. And so you're going to want to set it up to run on autopilot like I've talked today. And so I kind of do a breakdown of everything you need to go and do so that you can get it to run on autopilot so that you're not dealing with it again and again and again. Okay. And inside you get the content organizer resource as well as the template that I have shown here. And the template's completely customizable. It's a Canva template. And then you also get the freebie brainstorm worksheet, which again, I tell you is like how to figure out what that free offer is. It's a very thorough brainstorm where we talk about the end goals you want your audience to have. We talk about how you want to move them through the process. And you fill out that resource to figure out truly what your free thing is. Okay. Does this system work with every business type? I'm pretty much sure it does. Dolores, tell me what your business is and I can answer that at the end. This is so great, freebie grow a business. Yes, it really can grow your business. It's truly how my business has grown. All right, so some frequently asked questions is, do I get immediate access to the course after buying? Yes, absolutely. You'll be sent an email with all of your credentials and an email from me with the link again. If for some reason you missed the credentials email, you will get access for a lifetime to the course. Yes, an energy healer for sure. Coaching, absolutely. Service providers, it's like a no-brainer. Product-based businesses, you have to be a little bit more, you have to think about it a little bit more, but any service-based business, absolutely. Handyman or tree business, for sure. Service-based business, 100%, it'll work for you. Product-based businesses, it can still work for you. We just have to be a little bit more creative with what we create. That's all. Do I get lifetime access to the course? Absolutely, you do. If I ever decide to take down my coaching platform, I'll make sure you have access to all of the content for life. Is this right for new business owners? Absolutely. Like I said, this is a really good starting point for lead generation to like get that boost in engagement and growing an audience. And it truly, I really wish I would have done free offers and like leverage them at the very start of my business. I would be much farther along. The pandemic would not have hurt me nearly as bad as it did if I would have had this to fall back on, to be growing an audience from the beginning. And then is this right for product-based businesses? Yes, absolutely. We just have to be more strategic about what we create. We have to be a little more crafty with that. How long does the course take? It is just an hour long. The content is just an hour long. So then it just talks about like how long it takes you to actually make the offer, but the course content itself is an hour. But again, if you purchase while I'm still live, you get also the access to the personalized free audit. So even if it takes you about a month, it's probably a month or 2 months. It's kind of like your window to get this audit done for you. But you figure out the free content, you send it to me. I'll give you feedback via Loom recording, and I will let you know things that you might change or where you should market it better on that recording. So you kind of get my eyes on it without having to be done for you services, paying those prices. So it is truly amazing. And remember, that is included in the cost of the course. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. She said the audio for me was awesome. Yay. It looks like someone has signed up. She looks like two. It looks like Lydia has signed up. So congrats, Lydia. And then I don't see the name of this person. Whoever just signed up, let me know in the comments because I just got a Stripe notification. So I don't know who it actually is. BNW477. Whoever that is, let me know so I can shout you out. And then you also get access to the exclusive free offer Zoom Q&A, which you'll get all the details of that in the email. I'm in the process. Yes, Georgia, go ahead and snag it. You're going to access that automation and marketing training. So you know how to automate it, where to market it, all of those things. Brenda, yay. So excited, Brenda. Welcome. Yay. So excited. And Lydia's also in. Yay, I can't wait to work with you ladies. And then Friday, you're also going to get the freebie brainstorm worksheet that we talked about. Yay, I'm so excited. Again, all included in the cost of the bundle, okay? All right, question time. I'm so excited for the ladies who are jumping on it. Let me know in the comments if you do snag it. Looks like we have, okay. So Jill Marie Johnson asked, what offers can you do for a handyman business? So I need a little bit more information about that, but there has to be things that your audience wants to know about that you could leverage to get emails, okay, to grow an email marketing list. So a handyman business, like you guys do a lot of different things. So maybe it's like how to winterize your home, a guide to winterizing your home, or the yearly maintenance checklist on your home. Like there are so many things that a handyman business could totally do for homeowners to leverage that, not only in your local community, but in like probably on like the neighborhoods app, that kind of stuff. We do tree removal, pruning decks, fences, that kind of stuff. Okay, awesome. Yeah, you could totally talk about like outdoor home maintenance. Checklists are great for anyone to like know what they should be doing on a quarterly basis, a yearly basis, that kind of stuff. And we can brainstorm this more on the live training if you were to jump on with us. Yes, how to know when you need your trees trimmed. Yep, how to know like when it's too close to a power line or when a tree looks like it's dead, you know, like all of those things. Can you share what the automation portion of the training is about? Yeah, so I talk about the things that you need to set up so that it runs on repeat. So I give you a list of things that you need to build so that you know, it's kind of like a little bit of a checklist inside the resource document. Where can I get that checklist? Well, it needs to be created first, Brian. All right. So Latoya said, should every website have a lead generator? Absolutely. If people are on your website and they're interested in what you have to say, you should be having some type of way for them to join your email list. So my biggest call to actions on my websites are book a free consult, get my Instagram templates, get my brand building blueprint. You know, and then anything I post on my website, blog posts, that kind of stuff, those all have call to actions to join either my Facebook group or join my email list through like a free resource. So yes, every website, if you have a website, you need to be making sure that if someone comes on it and they see and they want that free content, they can connect with you that way. Because not everyone's ready to book a free consult right away. What kind of offers do you provide? UI, web design, and graphic design. I am a web designer, a branding designer, and a graphic designer. Graphic design, like marketing materials, is probably my least favorite, I'll be completely honest, but branding is definitely the first starting point that I do for my clients. And then they typically go on to get marketing materials from me, and then also full websites, sales funnels, freebie funnels like we're talking about today, course creation, all that kind of stuff. And I do have a UI background, a UI UX background. How would you, okay, so yeah, we talked, how would you do this for a service company? Yeah, so I just talked to you about that, Jill, of the different offers you could have for any service-based business. There are so many things you could offer. It looks like Georgia has officially purchased. So congratulations, Georgia, you are in. I'm so excited to welcome you. Yay! So exciting.